Welcome everybody. This is a new episode. Let's see what we could do in order to advance in our path to becoming root. So let's get started. If you're interested in learning more about these techniques, if you are interested in pursuing an ethical hacker career, then I encourage you to head over to academy.thehackerish.com. There you will find online courses that you can enroll to and just find a suitable course for you. It should give you a great start. So as a user www.data, we are going to do some enumeration. So the first thing I really like to do in every web server is to actually enumerate what's inside the vulnerable server. So we recognize the same folders as before. If we cd into challenge, we have some files here. So we recognize cake.php. We have a bunch of, there's a to-do here, there's a secure login, which we've been able to download in a previous episode. Protected page. I wonder what this is. Cat protected page, and we have bypassed the panel successfully. Hacked.php. Click here to proceed further. And here it's taking the HTTP host and the referrer and constructing a payload composed of the host, which is taken from the host header. Where do we use this ref1? Yeah, else if ref, so the referrer equals the host name, congrats, you have bypassed user panel successfully. Here is your long way to go, hacked.php. Okay, I think we can safely assume that we don't need this vulnerability because we've already gained a access to the server and we can directly access this file. Otherwise, we could have injected the same value on the host and the referrer. It could be anything, and we would be redirected in this file to this file. So if we cat this file, we find that indeed we have some interesting content here. db host localhost, db user root, and the password is mehack, and it's trying to select members, doing some bunch of stuff. Alright, so we could use this information, root and mehack, to connect to the MySQL server and see if we can find anything interesting. We could actually just use MySQL here. -u root for user, and the password would be this one. I hope that we don't get any prompt. Show databases. Okay, yeah, it's working now. I thought I needed to retry to get the reverse shell back because it hung. But yeah, we can see that we have the output here, but we can use a interactive shell using Python to get a comfortable shell. So we will import pty and then run spawn bash. Yeah, I made a typo here. Semicolon. Okay, so now we can retry the same thing as before, and hopefully we will land on the SQL prompt. Paste it here. Perfect. So show databases. We have a bunch of standard databases, information schema, performance schema, MySQL, but this one is interesting. So let's use it. And let's show tables. We have login attempts, we have members and success. Okay. Well, the members seems promising, so we could do like select star from members. Okay. All right, so we have some users here with their username, email, and password, and then a salt. It's pretty much the same thing that we've seen in the SQL file, but this time we have other users. And because this is using a salt, I'm not sure if we could like crack them, because we need to append the salt and calculate this, and we need some kind of rainbow table to speed up the process. So I'm going to hold on to that thought and maybe continue exploring other directions, and hopefully we wouldn't need to do that. So let's quit this prompt and go back to our enumeration. So we are www data. What are the processes that are running which are not run by www data? So we recognize MySQL, which is running the SQL daemon. We have MySQL again here. We have root syslog. Whoopsie, I don't know what this is. Everything here is run by root. What can we do? Let's see what are other services that might be exposed here. So we have 3309, which is nothing but the MySQL service. We have DNS, I guess, and SSH. We have, what is this? 631. It's a TCP port or TCP service. So what we can do is maybe Google that. So that would be TCP 631. On Mac OS, no, we don't need Mac OS. Internet printing protocol. Okay, well, we can use Netcat. I'm not sure if it's installed here. Yes, it's here. So netcat-v, localhost, and then 631. Let's actually echo, because I don't want to lose my prompt. Echo hi to netcat-v local host and 631. Port succeeded, but we have nothing. Yeah, it's an internet protocol, but it's running as which user? I think it's running using the user with the ID 0, which is nothing but root. So maybe this is promising. What I like to do is use hack tricks to try to see if there is anything that we can do to abuse this service if it contains any known vulnerabilities. Extendable protocol, for example, 3D, because it's based on HTTP, it inherits all the existing security features, basic digest authentication, blah blah blah, channel to deploy actual data to be printed, and can be abused as a carrier for malicious PostScript or PGL files. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the way to go either. I need to move on to do more enumeration. So let's find anything that has SUID bit set and redirect anything abnormal to dev null. Nothing. Okay. What can we do? Well, we can do the first thing we should have done before, long time ago, which is unnamed-a. Oh. This seems to be like a very old kernel version. 15. It's like Ubuntu 15. We are like in 24, I guess. So I think this is outdated. Cat, etc, and release. Yep, indeed, that's the Ubuntu 15.04, otherwise known as Vivid. And it's a 32-bit, and I wonder if we could find anything interesting to exploit this kernel or this potentially vulnerable version. So this is what we're going to explore in the next video, so stay tuned, subscribe, and hit the ring bell to get notified when the new video gets live. As always, stay curious, keep learning, and go find some bugs.